So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement's already palpable.
United against Parma.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he most of all?
Well, from the list previously mentioned, winner.
Settle for that.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Xavi Alonso. And we're not going to make any further progress now. And it's Gullit. And here's Del Piero. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Busquets. And it's Vieira. Now he's got space here. And this is Messi. Here's Vieira. Messi. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. That's really well manoeuvred. Pinches it off him. Vieira. Messi. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Nicely shaped ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Best. That's a little off target. Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And the through ball. Now it's Pelé. Nicely aimed pass. This looks promising. And it's Del Piero. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Shapes to shoot! Pass somewhat off target. Vieira! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now it's Messi. Beckham is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, good ball! Parma, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Vieira. Messi. Parma finding their passes.
Manchester United really have decided to turn to the long ball. That's very obvious now.
And how do they go about making that work?
Well, they can't neglect accuracy, and it can turn that opposition defence into facing its own goal, which so often can cause problems.
Pelé.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Messi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Over to the left. Played it. Header! Goal! Manchester United! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Manchester United, after 31 minutes, is number 9, Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Just eases him off the ball. And here's Gullit. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And that's a dangerous ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Messi. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Pele.
Parma truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Messi. And it's Ibrahimovic. That's a good ball out wide. Messi.
Pretty robust defending.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Stood up well. Goes for a shot! This time, surely!
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping. Best is offering a wry smile there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Del Piero plays it short. What's he giving here? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. So that did incur the wrath of the referee and deserved himself a booking in the process.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. Decent hit from there.
Manchester United, they've got away with it this time, but I think if they carry on giving away free kicks in positions like that, I think they'll be made to pay. They've got to be very careful, just a little more discipline is called for.
It's a pretty loose pass. Beckham. That ball looks a good one. Well, he's seen that early. He's a certain sixth sense. And he's there to belt it away. Beckham is always scanning the pitch for targets. Del Piero. Messi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Looking for options for movement. No, that's been intercepted. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
And we come to you now with a quick
Well, let's not
request
beat
for
about the bush,
support
Peter.
from
It's
our
been
World
fairly
Charity
flat
Fund.
and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 8.
So off we go once more.
Coming on the field is
Parma really
number
need
7,
to bring up their
Neymar.
intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Goes down, but nothing given. He's in a great position here. Time and again they are repelled. Neymar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. And it's Del Piero. Floated through. And that is expertly dealt with. It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you'll have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Manchester United looking to pass their way through. And the shot! What a wonderful goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
That is so... And he's had a hit! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now it's Hullet. And Hullet! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Hullet. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Roberto Carlos.
Parma may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And he's heaved it away.
Parma really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Messi proves just a little bit too strong.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, he's been caught napping. He's going to be disappointed with that. Best plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He came in hard, very hard. Leicester did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Lahm. It's a promising run he's making on the right. He's a sharp little ball here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Best. Now it's Hullet. Vieira makes the interception. Keeper's got good distance on that. Now it's Messi. And this is Pele.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort. Manchester United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Both sides then
10,
taking this chance to
Messi.
turn to their benches.
Number 9, Ibrahimovic. Number 23, Pele. Coming on the field, number 20, Matteo.
It's Zanetti.
Number 22,
Played out wide. Played back in.
Number 24,
Come through and he's had a quick look in. He's gone
Running.
full.
Substitutions
Oh,
taking
and he's
place.
following up. It's there. What remarkable powers of recovery.
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
This is quite a battle.
Parma really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Into the last 5 minutes. And the shot!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, that's not going to count. And we go again.
Is the light very short-lived? The referee's assistant did have his flag up. It might have been close, but it was correct.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Pass is intercepted. Neymar, Mateus. Baresi is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. Zanetti. And it's Zanetti. And it's Messi.
Added minutes has
Too
been
much
indicated.
pressure, and he's lost the ball. Looking for the run. Ronaldinho providing an outlet on that flank. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Could move up a gear here. Time added on 4 minutes. Del Piero charging forward, the ball at his feet. Ronaldinho. Aims beyond the defence. Well, that's well seen too. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead.
Just a quick announcement. It is
Would
now
you
time
summarise
for our
what we've
special
seen today then,
moderator.
Jim?
Please
It was a
grab
very
the
good
tickets you were
game,
given when you
played
were
in the
walking
right
through the
spirit
gates.
with a fitting atmosphere, and I think football won this time.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both... noises, just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Portugal.
Well, since it first opened its doors back in the mid-1990s, this most splendid of venues in European football has delivered so many memorable games, and it is time once more to lose ourselves in these superb scenes. Just feel it. There's the whistle. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
And that's a throw-in. Weighted ball, played right into his path. Shot, surely! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Nuno Mendes, Van Bauten, and it's Conte. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And this is Paulette, and that is expertly dealt with. Neymar.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, important interception. Robson. And Del Piero. Palmer are behind here, despite their domination of possession.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Del Piero. Del Piero! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Messi.
Parma are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He's having a good look here.
Well, it's quite simple. They have...
Del Piero! Well, now it's a chance!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Del Piero with the short one. Oh, nice touch. There's the shot! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
The most accurate pass. Messi. Bebeto. is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And this is Messi. And he shoots! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! About as smooth as it gets. Parma are back in business. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. No mistake! Half an hour played now. Looking for options for movement. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Drogba. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Now it's Bebeto. Whistle's gone, that's foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Conte. Oh, lovely bit of skill. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Conte. And it's Wilshere. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Bruno Mendes. Mendes goes on a charge down the left. Now it's Hullet. Could move up a gear here. Hullet is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but... And Messi! Messi! Genius! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Parma take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Referee has just said play on. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Looking to play him in. Oh, that is... Can he finish? He scores! And the lead lasts no time at all. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Parma are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Parma clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Drogba. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Robson.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play, and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Wilshere.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's in plenty of space here. Big header! Superb goal! Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should...
Drogba! Off the post. Yeah. So what can they make of this? Robson is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Oh, good take in a good area. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Wilshere with the slide tackle there. Neymar, and here's Kante. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Portugal! And again they hit the front. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance.
Real chance! Goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
This shot at goal! It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Roberto Carlos. Zanetti drives it in. Drogba. Chance here to counter. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Messi.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Drogba. Yeah. And it's Messi. And here's Hullet. Oh, that's nice. And he's found a way past. João Cancelo, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's the keeper's ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's managed to get free. Well, he's ended up in no man's land.
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Messi, oh, he's burst through. Plenty to aim at here. Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Wilshere, who's set up one goal so far. Portugal do have a chance to counter here. Nuno Mendes. Neymar. Yeah.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Best. Wilshere.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Conditions just a bit on the firm side. Robson. Oh, it's come loose. Well, that is one way to stop him. And there goes the final whistle. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
It's little surprise, Peter, that this fella Tonali gets compared to some real legends of the game. The style of play, even his appearance. Yes, he'll be the one expected to take up a deeper role and play make from back there. But I see him as having a lot more than that in his game. His positioning...
Shoots! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Now it's Keane. Cannavaro robs him of possession. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And the flag has stayed down. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Italy looking to pass their way through. Very nicely done. And what a big quick... Del Piero! Now, who's going to be first to this? But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Played out towards the right wing. Otto could try cutting inside here. Tonali. It's a pretty loose pass. Del Piero. Look at this. Massaro! Still goalless. And it's DiMarco. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Del Piero! DiMarco has been caught there, it's a foul. He's ended up in no man's land. Tonali. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Applies the finish! Oh, split-second reaction.
Del Piero really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Pellegrini tries to play it through. Nicely weighted ball. DiMarco. Well, that is one way to stop him. Italy with the corner, they're first. DiMarco with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's got the beating of his man. He's a sharp little ball here. He's got away. Massaro. There's the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Massaro is offering a wry smile there.
They've played it short. Del Piero. It's gone out for a throw-in. Looking for options for movement. Takes a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
DiMarco. And it's Pellegrini. Del Piero. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Keane. Wriggles his way through. Has a look and plays it forward. Del Piero. Del Piero puts his foot on the gas. Costa Curta gathers from the goal kick. And it's Del Piero. Thinks about the shot. Oh, there's the clearance. Politano.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space. Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Del Piero. It's a good spell of possession, this. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's Del Piero. He's having a go! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short in confidence.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Del Piero. And he skips past his man. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So there was the first half.
Italy ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Italy are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And this is Roberto Baggio. It's Baggio! Big moment! Massive goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Italy are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of nothing there.
There's the header! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Time and again they are repelled. Tonali. And claimed it back swiftly. Almost an hour gone. And here's Keane. Maldini. Now it's Del Piero. Out to the left it goes. And he's picked it up out wide. Big chance! Has another go! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Baggio at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Things starting to look very comfortable. Pellegrini! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Pellegrini clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Is their second corner of the game. He's got two! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Tonali actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
No, that was never going to make it. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Odo, the man synonymous with solidity. Now, what about a counter-attack? Back into the middle. Shot a goal! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the lead is extended still further.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 7. Numero 8.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
3-0
and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Bastoni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Italy have hit a quick-fire double here. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Gives it back. Roberto Baggio. Real chance! The sheer brilliance of Roberto Baggio! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And with that, he takes home the match ball.
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Italy are having a ball here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's shifting through the gears here. And the shot! They've scored! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Italy are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour.
Oh, they could be caught out here. And he couldn't quite make it 6. Barella. Zaniolo.
Ci saranno 5 minuti
Pinches
di
it off him.
recupero.
And this is Totti. It's Totti! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Buongiorno.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Good decision by the keeper. Got that exactly right. And time is up. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Italy can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real...
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running.
Daniele Massaro is someone I see as a very versatile forward, Peter.
He's played right across the front line, hasn't he?
Yeah, deployed everywhere in midfield too. As a matter of fact, he's played in defence on occasion, and relatively late in his career, I think the powers that be decided that he's best played through the middle.
What a good decision that's turned out to be.
Yeah, Sam Massaro.
Massaro is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Massaro, and here's Baggio. And he's been shifted off it. Dembele. Doué. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Inzaghi. He is through here. Can he finish? Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Costa Curta is there, and he can pick it up. Massaro. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And the shot! Goal, Italy! And Italy score first. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Takes a shot! And he hits the net. Again, in a trice. And they are soaring. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Italy are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, taken with style! Baresi. Italy have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Tonali. Massaro. Looking for options for movement. Olise. Ambitious ball here. No, that's been intercepted. Costa Curta. Tonali can see things, others simply cannot. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Del Piero. He's found a way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Dembele. Almost half an hour in now. And he's got his range wrong there. Do it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Dembele. Costa Curta. Maldini. Del Piero. And he's away. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. And that little bit of skill has got him away.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Olise.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Baresi. Here's Cannavaro. And it's Otto. Roberto Baggio does have his name on the score sheet, of course. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, that's a key interception. Maldini.
Temps additionnel, 1
Del
minute.
Piero powering forward here. Well, that looks a decent ball. Decent chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Some first half thoughts?
Italy really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Italy ahead 2-0 and they are looking good. And the game has already resumed here. Camavinga. Conte. Oh, no joy this time. Baresi is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Tonali. Now Roberto Baggio. Otto. Cannavaro. Now Tonali. Baresi. Tonali. And it's Del Piero. Succumbs to the pressure. Now it's Mbappe. Knocks it into space. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Massaro. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief.
Great chance! Against the crossbar. Dembele. And they win it back again. Played into space. Canavo calmly anticipates. Italy are 2 up early in the second half. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that should get the job done. Koundé. Olise. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's well spotted. Costa Curta. And it's Otto. Great vision. He's in space and looking for options. Baresi deals with that comfortably.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Decent progress down the left. And the ball's gone astray. Olise. Chouameni. Roberto Baggio. Chouameni was in no mood for any of that. Doué. Can he get on the end of this? Foot in. Del Piero. Roberto Baggio. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. And here's Inzaghi. Koundé wins the duel this time. Dembele. Looks to the other side. On Koundé. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Oh, played through for the wide man. Maldini spots it and intercepts. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Del Piero. Olise. Doué. Doué really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And it's Doué. Now this could be a chance. Stood up well to him there. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Turns back here, probably the best option. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. And here's Del Piero. And this is Inzaghi.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Italy looking to pass their way through. Threads one in. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Italy presented with a golden opportunity here. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
The chance to pull further clear. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
But pour l'équipe d'Italie, après 90 minutes de jeu par le numéro 32.
Italy find a position of real strength now.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
He's found a way through. chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! Over the hills and far away, no catching them now!
But pour
That
l'équipe
really
d'Italie.
is quite fabulous,
Le numéro
all his
18.
own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And that's that. They needed to win, and they have won. It
Chers
is a
spectateurs,
triumph.
Voici venu le moment de notre grande
What are
tombola.
your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Italy really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very...